And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers again now. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Let's go. Right. There we go. Hey, Ripley.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mike Daniels coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gun. 20.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, Liz. Inside. Zoom. Hey, check 26. Mike 5'9". Let's go, D. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. Look at you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A dump off to Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Right. Hey, check 26.
Now it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Here's Jones. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And they'll run it here. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There we go. Wait.
second down, Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20. On. Wait.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. O.J. Howard from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down. 45. Mike, 45. Jumbo!
Now Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Let's go, come on.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
45. Hey, check 26. Jumbo!
Rodgers now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom, zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Moore now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We are going. Yeah, this. Jumbo! Jumbo! Jumbo!
On 1st down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Tech McKinley in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check. 59. Teammates. Gun. It's our time. Gun. Check 26. 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Zoom. Hey, D-line, let's get in there now. Jumbo! Mike 59. Jumbo! Hey, check 26. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Hey, let's get that hole.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Oko over here. Zoom. 59 Mike. Check.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Daniel Brown from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a score closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He finds Beckham, complete. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Zoom. Mike.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tech McKinley in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one taken from the 7th. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
21.
From the gun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
21.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
We are going. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Gun. Yeah, Liz.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Snap comes at 1. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Zoom.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Zoom. Over. Run.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down. Right. Big edge. Jumbo! Like 5'9". Zoom.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in his third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, check 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, Liz. Jumbo!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Zoom. Jumbo!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
But whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
11.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Gun. 21.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taco Charlton able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Ryan, they'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now at Lambeau. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they try the right side here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
More now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Man open left side is Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Jumbo! Jumbo! Zoom.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Jumbo!
On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Box it.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Zoom.
Defense wins championships, baby.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Vic Beasley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 58. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll go McNichols to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
12. Hey, express.
Again, it's McNichols as they stay on the ground. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Zoom.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Yeah, Liz.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Dante Pettis, 48 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
This one complete to Smallwood. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Rodgers to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
You